Hello and welcome back to Get Up and Game. My name is Josh and this is the finale of our next evolution campaign featuring Drax. Today we're going up against Stryfe. And boy, this campaign sure is just an endless parade of bad matchups for Drax, isn't it? But we have prepared our defenses, we have assembled our team, we have prepped the mission, we have established the safe house. We've got hope by our side, we've got hope in our hearts, and we're going to do our very best. Plus, we're playing on standard, so if we lose, we can just play again. Let's just get right into the story and see what's happening here. Scenario number 5, Stryfe. Just as you are ready to take Mr. Sinister into custody, a time portal opens to allow the evil genius to escape. Hope pursues Sinister through the portal, intent on putting an end to his diabolical schemes. Uncertain of what dangers await Hope on the other side of the portal, you have no choice but to follow her. On the other side of the portal, you find an unconscious Sinister lying at the feet of the mutant Stryfe, a clone of Cable. Hope tries to mimic Stryfe's telepathic powers to free herself from his grasp, but his power is too great and threatens to overwhelm her with explosive results. So this is it. This is the end. It all comes down to this. So we're going to do the scenario setup, and then we're going to do the campaign setup. So uncontrollable power is side 1A of the main scheme of Stryfe. We have included all the normal stuff. We've got Stryfe, we've got Hope, the standard encounter set, and extreme measures and mutant insurrection. Basically a whole bunch of minions, just really scary minions are in this encounter deck. Setup tells us to put Hope Summers into play under the first player's control and reveal Stryfe's grasp. So I mentioned yet another bad matchup for Drax, and because similar to Mr. Sinister, we've got a giant crisis side scheme starting the game, and there's just no getting around it. So you really have to be able to thwart a massive amount of threat away in order to deal with this. Now, they give you hope for free, but if you're playing a one thwart hero, that isn't necessarily super helpful. So this tells us it comes in with 4 threat, and it has hinder 6, so it starts with 10. It's permanent and says Hope Summers can attack only Stryfe and can thwart only this scheme. So she's tied up with this. Force response after Stryfe is defeated or the last threat is removed from this scheme. Flip this card and reveal Living Bomb. Place any threat here on Living Bomb. So you can either remove all the threat or defeat Stryfe in order to move on to the other side of this. But even if you defeat Stryfe, all the threat on here is going to carry over to this side, which continues to be a crisis. So one way or another, you're going to need to remove all this threat before the main scheme advances. The good news is, when you do either defeat Stryfe, or basically whenever you flip Stryfe's grasp, this automatically goes to stage 2, so whatever threat is on here will at least get wiped away, and then you'll start on 2A. So we're going to flip this over. It says, Hope tries to mimic Stryfe's abilities, but is quickly overwhelmed by the power. It starts with a 0, and it goes up by 0, but force response, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player places X threat here, where X is the number of cards of the most common type in their hand. That's the whole gimmick of this scenario, having the most common type of cards in your hand. You are punished for having a lot of the same type of card. Each player may discard 1 card from their hand before calculating the value of X. So the threat's going to go up by however many. Say you have 3 events in your hand, and those are the most common type of cards in your hand. This is going to go up by 3 that turn. So you could choose to discard one of those events to bring it down to 2. So it only goes up to 9, and we have a lot of threat on a crisis to remove, or we need to defeat Stryfe before this gets to 9 so that we can wipe all the threat away and move on to the next one. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I haven't played this. I do not know what to expect, how well this is going to go. But we're playing the same deck as the previous game, so just a lot of good allies. We're going to build up Hope a little bit with some upgrades, and then we're just going to try to do Drax things. Stryfe has 15 health. He only schemes for 1, and he has a 0 attack, but similar to how his scheme works, while Stryfe is attacking you, he gets plus X attack, where X is the number of cards of the most common type in your hand. So attacking, anywhere from 1 to 5, or however big your hand size is. This is a rare case where a small hand size hero is actually a little bit of an advantage, because I'm only going to have 4 cards in my hand most likely when he's attacking me. Hopefully the most common type is never going to be, more than, say, 2. But there is a lot of events, so I see that could potentially be my downfall. And this doesn't give you the option to discard a card either. But that's how Stryfe works. We really just got to remove a ton of threat. So I'm going to use this to track the threat, because we're about to put a bunch more on there for the campaign setup. Speaking of that, let's get right into that. So gather each campaign environment marked as earned. We put those, so we've got our 4. We have managed to clear it each time. We're going to place 1 extra threat on Stryfe's grasp for each campaign environment in play. So there are 4 campaign environments. So this is now a 14 threat crisis. Lovely. The players choose to either place damage on Hope Summers equal to the damage recorded for her from the previous scenario in the campaign log, or place that much threat on Stryfe's grasp. Hope had 2 damage on her, and I don't really want to risk her dying. I don't know if he has effects like Juggernaut did to directly deal damage to Hope, but we are just gonna, we got to remove a pile of threat anyway, so what's 2 more? No sense in risking that. I don't have the game times to try to heal her. Maybe that'll be a way to go if we do lose, but we won't worry about that for now. In player order, each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a minion or a sonic attachment and reveal that card. So we are going to be starting with an extra card. So I'll get this shuffled. And it's important to note we don't have any of the bad campaign cards in here yet, so we couldn't reveal one of those minions. All right, so a psionic attachment or a minion. Oh, well, there you go. So we get Tempo, and she is revealed. We'll see if that matters. While Tempo is engaged with you, you get +1 hand size. Hey, that's nice, except for it's going to punish us for all these other effects. But that might be fun in a different scenario. Force response, after Tempo activates against you, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. So, whew, you're probably going to have 5 or 6 cards because she's giving you extras or whatever, and then you're discarding like 10. That's bad. Now, the good news is she does only attack for 1. She does have 5 health, which is kind of a big chunk. But I feel like there's probably worse cards we could have gotten there. So we did that. Shuffle the encounter, discard pile in the encounter deck. Wow, that was the only card. So we're not going to worry about that. The players of the group choose 1 player side scheme listed in the campaign log that has not been chosen previously and do the following. So we're going to put the chosen player side scheme into play. I mentioned in the last game that there wasn't really any of these campaign upgrades I was too excited about anymore, and that continues to be true. I went ahead and selected Gear Up. This is the one that is going to get us the Pouches resource card, a double wild, which is really nice, into our deck. So if we do clear this, and I highly doubt we're going to be able to clear this, we have so much threat to remove from Stryfe's grasp that by the time we would get to this, the game is going to be over one way or another. So, but we do have that in play. So we chose not to go with the practice maneuvers in this campaign, but I definitely want to revisit with that. I think that could be a really cool one. So we have our Gear Up, and now we take each encounter card. So we have all 5 of our bad cards. Overburdened is the bad card you get for Gear Up. It's going to surge, and you either discard a resource card from your hand or take 2 damage. So 5 very nasty cards going into the encounter deck, and pretty sure they all surge. Just a really, I've been saying it the whole time, but man, such a fun campaign. I have enjoyed this immensely. Great to get so many games in with Drax, build so many decks with Drax, but just getting all the free upgrades and stuff, it's just a fun way to play. It's more consistent. You're definitely going to see the cool stuff you want to see, though at times the campaign does force you to use your free stuff to overcome some of the extra campaign challenges it puts in front of you, so you don't always get to do exactly what you want to do. But all right, I think we're ready to start. I don't think I showed a shuffle of my deck, and having not played this, I don't have necessarily a fancy strategy like I did with Stryfe, where I knew exactly how I wanted to start the game. We're going to take a look at our opening hand and then decide how we want to spend our campaign upgrades here. All right, so we are ready to go. So, drawing a parry, energy, another parry. Not only are they useless, now they're gone for the whole deck pass. That is so disappointing. Limitless stamina, payback, and a knife. Could this be the worst possible opening hand? My goodness. Now, Drax has a lot of cards he doesn't want to see until he gets built up. You know, he's just so interesting. You know, his cards are pretty OP, really. You think about what they do for the cost. You know, this could prevent 10 damage for 0. This could deal 5 or even 6 or more in aggression for 0. This does 5 damage for what's going to end up being 0. But right now they do nothing. And so that is part of the trade-off of playing Drax. And even readying isn't good yet because our stats are bad. This is, I might dump all 6 of these. I'll probably keep this because there are quite a few 2-cost cards. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that, and we don't care about any of the rest of this. The one consideration here is if I do go get Dweethite Mastery, which let's be honest, I probably will, then a ready would be an extra card draw, just to maybe draw into something else more useful. But I think we're not gonna worry about that. I think we're just gonna try to hopefully see the better upgrades here. Clarity of Purpose, well, there you go. I'll start with that. Another Knife Leap. It's a shame. Danger Room Training, that's nice. I want to get that on Hope. I want to build up her Thwart. There's a Danger Room Training and an Inspired in here. Hoping, we can get her Thwart up to 3, and then you really try to chew through that Stryfe's Grasp. Intimidation would be really nice in a couple turns. And Team Training could also be nice, just to have, like Manus gets an extra health, and some of the other good allies. Well, okay, what are we gonna do with this? So we definitely are gonna play Clarity and Danger Room Train. I mean, I want to play all these cards, but they're not necessarily super key. So now we're gonna be able to, or we're gonna be able to get the Safe House, and that's gonna draw us another card. So let's start with that. So we're gonna start the game. We're gonna stay in Alter Ego, and we're gonna do the action on Safe House Established. Remove 1 Safe House counter from here. The first player puts the Safe House support into play under their control. So the whole reason we got this last game was just for this moment right here. It's going to get us 1 extra card in our opening hand, but maybe we'll use it again if we end up in Alter Ego. So as an Alter Ego action, choose to heal 2 damage from your identity or draw a card, and every player in a multiplayer game can use this within a given round. So this one is really, really, really good. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to go ahead and use it. And you don't even have to exhaust it, but you're only allowed to use it once per round. And we're going to draw into a Make the Call, also not helpful right now. Well, we definitely need to kill Tempo. So we're going to be attacking, and we probably just want to get Dweethite. The other option would have probably been the Danger Room Training, maybe just to start getting Hope built up. But yeah, in this case, Dweethite, there's nothing too pressing that we have to like immediately address. This is going to take a few turns no matter what we do. And we want to be attacking Tempo. I suppose the Knife could be another option. That would get our attack up to 2. Which does not reduce... No, this is only reduced by Vengeance counters, not his attack. Never mind. Yes, we'll go get Dweethite with Mission Prepped. Yeah, there's that one. So let's... Do we want to use Team Assemble? Do we just want to go get Mantis now? In a way, there's kind of no reason to, unless we're going to go get somebody to help us thwart. So I could go get, say, Professor X. And that would be 3 more threat removal. We could ready Hope. We could do the same thing we did with Stryfe. Get Hope up to 2. That's 7. That gets it down to 9 pretty quickly. Alternatively, we could get somebody to help us deal with Tempo. And just get her off the board immediately. I think she actually is a pretty big threat because she's going to make us get more threat here. She's going to make Stryfe hit us harder. So I think Tempo is actually the bigger threat right now. So we're going to use Team Assemble. Let's just knock all these out now. And we are going to go get, hopefully I put him in this deck, Rocket. I love so much that you get to choose when to trigger these, that they have this counter and then you spend it. When I first looked at these, I thought this was really weird. Like, why do you have to put a counter on it and then remove it? Why don't they just start and play? I love that they don't start and play because you get to see your opening hand and you get to see how the scenario sets up. And you get to choose when to trigger them based on what would be best. I never thought at the beginning of this I was going to be spending that on Rocket. But he's what we need in this moment. So that is just so nice. So, all right, now it's time to get rid of these. Just clean up our area here. Don't need any of that. We do still have our +1 defense and retaliate. We've got Dweethite here. Okay, we've got room for these for now. All right, now it's time to start the game proper. flip into hero form. So Rocket and Drax are going to be able to kill tempo. I think we're just going to start with that because that's going to draw us a card, and we're going to go from there. So Drax is going to attack for 1 and draw a card from Dweethi. We get Drax's Other Knife. Really been enjoying the double retaliate throughout most of the campaign. And now Rocket is just going to attack. When Rocket attacks a minion, he gets +3 for that attack with Overkill. So he is attacking for a total of 4, which will be enough to take out tempo. And he takes damage for that. Nice, nice. I have so many cards in my hand. Why do I have so many cards in my hand? This is crazy. Actually, I was concerned that I had done something wrong for a second, but between the safe house and Dweethi, that's why I have 8 cards. Okay. I was a little nervous for a second. We're going to use Make the Call to get Clarity of Purpose on the table. So it's going to be a free resource at the expense of a health, but we have ways to heal, so that is fine. Don't know if we're going to need it this turn, though. If we play, let's see, let's figure this out. We're going to play Team Training. This could play this, and this could play that. So I don't think we need to use Clarity this round. Yeah, let's do it. So this will get Team Training on the board. We'll put this with the safe house. Just kind of hang out right there. We'll put it with Dweethi. They're just constant effects. Sure. And let's go ahead and get the Danger Room Training on Hope. We have, I think there's 3 get readies in here. So that'll be nice to get the most out of her. So she's thwarting for 2 now. And we'll just get the Other Knife for double retaliate. Alrighty. So Hope is going to thwart for 2. We just got to get started here. And like I said, we're not going to worry about gear up. Well, we had a great start, I think. We've got extra resources. We've got extra health on our allies, which is going to be really nice. We've got double retaliate. But I don't know. I don't really know. I've only played Stryfe 1 other time. And I don't know exactly what all those cards do and stuff. So this is going to be very, very interesting. So we're drawing 4 cards and would like to see a variety of card types. Event, event, event. Event. My goodness. Well, so the threat's going to go up by 4. I could discard one of these to reduce that by 1. Problem is, these are all going to do work for me. I think at least for the first round, I really want all of these cards. So, oh boy. So this goes up by 4 of 9. So we're already almost halfway to losing the game. And Stryfe is attacking us for 4. Oh, okay. That's a bad thing. Rocket is ready. I guess the intimidation. See, I wanted to hold on to this because if we do the Fight Me Coward, then my attack's going to end up being 3 by the time it's all said and done. This could remove 3 threat from Stryfe's grasp, which would be nice. But it could save me a threat and a damage now to just discard it. Yeah, I better. Okay, so this is only going up by 3. And then Stryfe is attacking for 3. And probably could defend because I have the Fight Me Coward to just ready me back up. And I'm not hitting that hard, so I'm not giving up that much damage. Yeah, let's play it safe here. We're going to defend for 3. He's attacking for 3 plus 3 more. That's probably an awful card. Glad that's gone. So we are still taking 3 damage. Really glad I defended there. Stryfe takes 2 retaliate. And we get a vengeance counter. Is anything else? Just double checking. That's just threat. That's just threat. And okay. So now we just have our encounter card, which is going to be the Vanisher. It's one of our bad campaign cards. Surge, return the support you control with the highest cost to your hand. You know what? That's going to be the safe house, and I don't care. I don't care. I wasn't planning on using it again anyway, and now I have an extra card in my hand for a resource, which is kind of nice. He does surge though, so it's not all peaches and cream. Into Thumbelina. 1 scheme, 1 attack, 3 health. Reduce the amount of damage Thumbelina takes from each attack by 1, unless the attacker has the tiny trait. Oh, that's cute. I am going to come through this again with Wasp sometime in the future, so that'll be a fun interaction. When revealed, return the highest cost upgrade you control to its owner's hand. Okay, I don't like that. That's starting to get a little old. It's going to be the team training. I liked having that. So now we have 2 weak minions in front of us. That's what Rocket is here to do. So Rocket can take them out. I am exhausted. Safe house can easily just be a resource. Definitely not planning on playing that again. So here's the problem. If we do Fight Me Coward, well, I'll only have 2 events in my hand at that point. So Stryfe's only attacking us for 2. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to play Fight Me Coward. Ready? Draw a card into a Welcome Aboard, which I don't currently have any allies, so that's not awesome. So he's attacking for... Oh, actually, yeah, that draws another event into my hand. Darn it. So now he's attacking me for 3. Think about that. 4, 5. So we're down to 6, just like that. Oh, Drax plays a dangerous game. We get our second vengeance counter, so now we're attacking for 3, and he takes 2 retaliate. Just, I should stop saying it, but it's just awesome. So now we are ready with 3 attack. We could kill the Vanisher. We could kill now. So Rocket could kill Thumbelina because he's attacking for 4. She takes 1 less damage, but 4 would still be enough to kill her. Drax takes out the Vanisher, so we just don't even have to worry about these guys. Try to manage the board. Hope's just going to thwart for 2 again. That's not that exciting. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with this threat. We either need to kill Stryfe or remove 14 threats. So yeah, we got to move as fast as we can here. So let's use, let's do what we just said. We're going to have Rocket kill Thumbelina. He takes the damage for that. She reduces the damage. Yeah, so there's no overkill. And then Drax is going to hit the Vanisher for 3. He gets to draw a card for Dweethi. Professor X. Oh, that's interesting. All of a sudden, Welcome Aboard is an option. So we could do, say, those. I'm trying to save clarity unless I need it. No sense in taking the damage. So we play Professor. He could ready Hope or confuse Stryfe. Confusing Stryfe isn't a terrible idea. Not because we're going to go to Alter Ego, but just so he doesn't scheme. Because if he does, there's a really good chance we could just lose right there. So that's probably the safer play rather than getting the 2 extra thwart out of Hope. Now, I do know that he gets Stalwart when we go to the next stage, so that confuse might not last very long, but still, it is a bit of an insurance policy so that we don't lose this stage. We haven't seen any schemy cards yet, but there's at least the 2 advances, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has something. So I think we'll do that. We'll use the Welcome Aboard, play only if identity as the Guardian trait. Reduce the resource cost next ally played this phase by 2. So it's basically a double resource only for allies, but it's nice it can pay for basic Mantis and Aspect allies. So I do really like that card. It's a little bit more versatile than a double resource, at least for allies. So plus the safe house is 3, gets Professor X into play. We are going to confuse just to avoid the potential scheme. And then, of course, he is going to thwart for 3, and we'll go ahead and thwart for 2 with Hope while we're at it. So 2 for Hope, and then 3 for Professor X. So we're down to 9. So that's good. He takes the damage. Now, we could ready Drax. I would really kind of like the team training back. Just we get another use out of Rocket, and when Manus does show up, we could use Clarity to draw 1 more card and then just see what happens. Yeah, that gives me more options. So we will take a damage. Down 5. We need to find Manus, so readying and drawing cards is good. We're going to attack for 3, down to 8. Drawing Mantis. Payback. Ah, okay. That looks like a resource to me. Also, played that. I need to remember to put those in the discard pile when I use them. Okay. So now, do we play team training or do we ready and draw yet another card? Probably actually going to block with Professor X. Don't want to waste the chump, and we won't get our third vengeance counter, but we also are at 5. So until we find Mantis, we're kind of on life support here. So you know what? I think we are going to just ready and attack again. We're not going to play the team training. So we're going to play Limitless Stamina. We're going to ready. We're going to attack for 3 more. We could just knock him out, and that would also solve our threat problem, which will kind of waste the confuse, but, I didn't know exactly how I was going to play this turn, so... And so we attacked and we get to draw a major victory. Well, I would really like to play him, but I don't have a way to draw any more cards. So probably just going to discard. Now, if I hold payback, even if I do block with Professor X, I can still play this, which would be 3 damage, which isn't quite enough to knock Stryfe out, but it gets him low. There's cards I'd rather have, though. So I think we are done. We're just going to discard both of those. Ready, everybody. And then the plan is to block with Professor X, but we'll see. If we get a parry, maybe we won't bother because that vengeance counter would be nice. We get an event, an event, an event, and an ally. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is bad. So I probably am going to discard Make the Call because the 2 get readies basically translate to 4 threat removal. Though playing Gamora obviously would be nice too. Yeah, we're going to discard Make the Call so that we're only going up by 2 threat. And now Stryfe he's only attacking for 2, but we're still going to block with the Professor just to be safe. So 2, 3. So that is enough to take Charles out. We don't get a vengeance counter. He doesn't take retaliate. And what is this going to be? Mind alteration attached to your identity. After you play an event or upgrade, take 1 damage. I play a lot of events. After you recover, spend a mental resource, discard this card. Oh, he's going to force me to go to alter ego. That is really... Well, I mean, we confused him, so that's good at least. But, my precious vengeance counters. Though I do need the health. Wow, so I have to flip down and recover if I want to get rid of that, and I kind of do, because otherwise I'm just going to take a damage every time I play most of my cards. And Get Ready actually isn't even a hero action, so I could play these from Alter Ego. And I don't have a way to ready myself, so I can't attack to draw a card. So, okay, then I guess we are going to just do that. Well, we're going to hold on to Rocket. He's just going to hang out to kill 1 more minion for us. We are going to go to flip to Alter Ego. First time I've voluntarily done this all campaign. Force response. After you change to this form, move all vengeance counters from Drax. Heal 2 damage from him for each vengeance counter removed this way. So we are going to heal for 4, up to 9. Goodbye, sweet vengeance counters. And then we're going to recover for 4 more, up to 13. After you recover, oh, and we have to spend a mental resource. Please tell me, oh, we don't, oh, we can't. I can't even do that. Oh, okay, well, I take all that back. Hold on, shoot, I did not, I'm gonna read the whole card, because I can't use clarity in Alter Ego. Oh, gosh, this is awful. So I just recovered for what, 8? I was at 5. Okay, how in the world?
Oh, Professor. Would you say it's time for everyone to panic? Yes, I would.
Well, okay, then, since that didn't work, I guess we're just going to attack with Drax, draw a card, and then see where we go from there. I could play these Get Readies to thwart a few times and take some damage, but if I draw a card, I could also just play Gamora. So we're going to go ahead and attack for 3. Down to 2 and draw. Yeah, yeah, another get ready. So if I want to, I could take 3 damage and thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could get it down to 1. And then Rocket could finish it off, or Gamora could finish it off. And then that would take the threat off the main, because we'd move on to the next thing. Though the next thing is really weird, and I do not know how we're gonna handle that. But he's oh, and he'll lose his stalwart. Okay, yeah, I don't think we want to move on just yet. So let's just use these 3. We'll get Gamora out there. And let's see. He's at 2. We don't want to knock him out. We don't want him to, because we do need to go to Alter Ego, and we really desperately need to draw a mental resource, which we still have. His knife, which I'm pretty sure is a wild, and like Maria, there's a decent amount of mentals in there, I think. So we'll use Hope to thwart for 2, and we might as well use Gamora to thwart for 1. And that'll get us a card, and maybe it'll be a mental if it's an event. Oh, are any of my events mental? What is welcome aboard? So make the call is a mental. I don't know if there's any of those left. Welcome aboard is not. Fight me coward is not, and the intimidations are gone. Oh, make the, I don't know. It just feels risky. I'm afraid I'm going to chew through a bunch of mental resources looking for an event that won't even end up being mental. So we're not even going to do that. We're just going to hold on to Gamora. We'll use our activations later, and we are going to flip down. Going to heal for 4 with vengeance counters, and then we'll recover next turn and spend a mental, hopefully. Otherwise, we're probably dead. So we are drawing 6, and if we have to add 4 threat, we lose. Well, surely out of those 6 and we discard 1, it won't be higher than 3, right? All right. There's an event. 2 events and an ally, and so far no mentals. Okay, well there's a mental, and it's a resource. We have a nice variety upgrade. Okay. We have a nice variety of cards. Oh my god, I am so nervous. Okay. So this is going, so what do we have here? We have 2 allies, 2 events, an upgrade, and a resource. So it's going up by 2. Even if I discard one of the allies or one of the events, it's still going up by 2. So we're just going to go up by 2. I don't think it's worth discarding a card. And this only happens when he's attacking you, not scheming, and he's not scheming anyway. And so we could use the Genius or the Knife to get rid of. So we're going to be able to get rid of that. Oh, whew. I don't know if we're going to be able to have much left in the tank after going through all of this just to get rid of this one stupid card, but what else can we do? So he's going to scheme. That gets rid of Confuse. And then we just have our card, and I think that's all that happens, right? Looks that way. Hopefully this isn't horrendous. Mind Trap. Oh, good. Attach to your identity. Your allies, upgrades, and supports enter play exhausted. Okay, that's not as crippling as the other one. It's annoying, obviously, but I don't think that's as bad. Just exhaust 3 cards you control to discard this card. Okay, this one seems not so bad, maybe. Oh, especially because it's just exhaust 3 cards. So, like, we can just exhaust these environments, right? These are still cards we control. Pretty sure they're just in play. So yeah, that one basically did nothing. That was a freebie. Oh, Hope should be ready. Well, okay. So let's go ahead. I mean, we don't want that. So we'll just say we exhaust, that whole pile to get rid of this. It's not going to change anything. And even if we can't exhaust the environments, and I don't know why we wouldn't be able to, I could still exhaust Weethy, the other knife, and like Danger Room Training. So that one isn't too bad. So now we need to recover, going up to 13. And now we have to spend a mental. So I hate to give up the knife. So, because we could use Genius. Getting out, we only have room for one more ally, though we could give up Rocket, have him thwart for 2 maybe. Wouldn't be bad. Kalu is always nice. Adam Warlock was really nice in the last game. Especially since we don't have Manus, though we don't really need the health now, though he can also remove. He just kind of, Adam's awesome. I haven't really played with him much, and I really should. I do usually use him with Leadership Drax because of the healing, but he just, being able to heal 3 for any hero in hero form is kind of unheard of. Super underrated. Oh, I think the knife is probably the least valuable because I can get just more done with the, yeah. So we're going to discard the knife. So that gets rid of this. And then no more reason to be an alter ego. So Stryfe's at 2. We have retaliate 2. So when he attacks us, if we don't do anything, he's going to get knocked out. But from here on out, it's just going to be about killing him as quickly as possible. We have to remove 7 threat, and that's going to go to the next stage. And then we have to get rid of the next scheme before we can defeat him. I don't know if it matters too much what order we do this stuff in. As far as do we remove all the threat or just defeat Stryfe. I think it'd probably end up being the same either way. Yeah, because we're going to end up there this turn. So we're going to have Gamora attack. I think, because Rocket can thwart for 2, Hope for 2, so that's going to be 4. Yeah, the threat won't be as pressing, I think. So yeah, let's have Gamora attack for 2. Down to 0. She takes the damage, and we flip till we find an event. Oh, there goes Manus. There goes Endurance. Do I have an event left? Oh, no, 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 no. I got nothing. And I lost some pretty good cards and got an extra encounter card out of it. So that was just... it was just sad. There's so many events in here. It didn't occur to me that I knew the deck was low, but I figured I'd find at least one. Alrighty, that happened. But now, so we defeat him. We go here, and it says, after Stryfe is defeated or the last threat is removed from the scheme. So we're going to end up flipping that. Let's look at Stryfe real quick. So he has 1 scheme now. He has 1 attack. That's all the same. X number of cards, most common type. When revealed, each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a psionic attachment is discarded and reveals a card. Oh, man, this is going to be another alter ego thing, isn't it? I should have done that while I was still an alter ego, I guess. So looking for a psionic. Oh, I guess I could put them on camera, huh? Looking for a psionic attachment. Oh, there's one. What's this do? Psionic Amnesia. Attach your identity. Increase the resource cost of each ally and support you play by 2. After you play an ally or support, exhaust your identity, discard this card. Okay, I don't have to go to Alter Ego for this one. So I'm going to have to play 1 card at the increased cost, and then if I can exhaust my identity, I get rid of it. Otherwise, everything's just super expensive. Okay. This is all bad. Drax doesn't like anything that's happening right now. So that means, so we defeated him. After he's defeated, flip this card and reveal Living Bomb. Place any threat here on Living Bomb. So there's 7 threat left. This comes in with 3. So this goes back up to 10. Stryfe cannot be defeated. Oh, and he goes up to 17. So, but now we can damage him. We can still damage him. We just can't win. So you have to get rid of all this before you can win. Advance a main scheme to 2A. This effect cannot be canceled. That's okay. I don't want to cancel. We're going to lose the game if we don't advance. So go to 2A, Left Ear Fate. Hope breaks free from Stryfe's grasp, but she struggles to contain his powerful psionic energies. I will leave Hope to finish the job of killing you all. Stryfe laughs. I have work to do bringing about the apocalypse. What does that mean? Has 8 threat. Stryfe is attempting to escape into the past. Who knows what havoc he will wreak. Stryfe gains Stalwart. That's okay. Each identity gets +2 hand size. Hooray! Increase the resource cost to play each player card by 1. Boo. And then stage complete, the players lose game. Okay, it goes up by 1 a turn, and it starts at 0. This has 10, and we have to remove all 10 before we can win, but we can continue to damage Stryfe in the meantime. And so we did all the Gamora stuff. And now we're back to me. So if we do Fight Me Coward, we have 2 is the number. Though if we were to play something first, well, Kalu's just going to find us an event, which is going to make that worse. Or do I want to play Kalu, or do I just play, if we do a Welcome Aboard and Kalu to play Adam, what does he do with a mental? Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Oh, no, what is it? Allies cost 2 extra. Ugh. So I could use all of this to play Adam, which still seems kind of... Oh, then I have to exhaust my identity to get rid of that. Okay, so what I could do, we could do a Fight Me Coward to ready. This doesn't... Oh, everything costs 1 extra. Okay. Ah, wow, I don't know what to do here. So if we wanted to play Fight Me Coward, that would cost 1 extra. Say that. We get to ready and draw a card. So we would still be able to afford Adam, and then we would still be able to get rid of this, I think, right? Does that math out correctly? I think so. So we're going to play Fight Me Coward, discarding that as an extra resource. We ready. We draw a card into a Limitless Stamina. Now we have 2 events are the most common type. So he's attacking us for 3. We're at 13. So 3, nothing. So we go down to 10. He takes 2 retaliate, down to 15. And we're ready. So now we can, Adam costs 3. This reduces it by 2. There's another 2, and there's 1 for the extra, because we have to pay 2 extra. Oh no, we have to pay another 2. Never mind. There's too many different modifiers to factor in. Oh, we have clarity of purpose. Okay, so we can't afford it. So we'll take 1 with clarity. That covers this extra. This double covers this extra. And then these 3 pay for Adam Warlock, getting him on the board. Now we can exhaust our identity to get rid of that. Oh, we got there in the end. That was really tricky. Man, you spent so much effort dealing with these. I had to do so much just to get rid of that other one earlier, having to go to Alter Ego, and that one took 7 resources just to get rid of it. At least we do have we have a good ally, or we're going to hold on to, so we don't have any cards to spend. We're going to thwart for 2, down to 8. So we need to remove 8 threat and deal 15 damage. That's all we got to do to win. I'm going to hold on to Rocket for 1 more turn. There's thwarting for 2 and losing him right now gets us nothing. So we might as well just wait until he can make a big difference. So maybe we're okay, or maybe we're about to lose. I can't tell. I don't know what's happening. The good news is this only goes up by 1 a turn now, regardless of what's in our hand. But we're going to have 6 cards, which could be bad for Stryfe. So let's just see. Drawing 6 cards with Drax is fun. Payback, okay. That cost an extra, though. I got to remember that. Get ready, Mantis, make the call. Seeing an awful lot of events here. Upgrade, and ally. Okay, so we got a little bit of a mix in the end. So 3 is the number. This goes... that's not the right token. It goes up by 1. So he is attacking us for 4, plus a boost. Oh, payback is not good because we have no vengeance counters. We're only at 9. And we're going to have 2 encounter cards. That's bad. We have double retaliate. So I probably defend here just to reduce the damage. Get a vengeance counter. Probably play Manus. We do kind of still have to play the long game because we have a lot of threat to remove still. The retaliate 2 is really going to help, I think. And attacking for 1 to draw a card would be nice. Well, I guess it'd be attacking for 2. But I think protecting my health is currently more valuable. We're going to want to play Manus, but we didn't get any of our extra stuff to help pay for her. So she's going to be expensive. Say those 2 and the clarity pay for that. And then we can't afford... Oh, we don't have room. Well, we'll use Rocket, I guess. Oh, we'll get a card from Gamora, though, so that'll be good. Yeah, let's just defend. So he's attacking for... What did I say? Was it 3? And I no longer have the option to discard a card either. So yeah, so it's 3 events. So he's attacking for 4, 5, 6. We defended for 3, so we're still taking 3, down to 6. We do get a vengeance counter, and he takes 2, so down to 13. We have 2 encounter cards. This is really terrifying. Samurai. Force response: after he attacks you, place a charge counter here, take damage equal the number, discard a card. Okay, so if we can kill him, then it won't matter what he does. So that one's not bad. This one's bad. So we're getting an amplify, and this is going to surge. That comes in with 6. That's going to be there for the rest of the game, no doubt. It surges into another side scheme. What's this do? Cerebral Erasure. When revealed, return an upgrade or support you control to its owner's hand. Okay, when defeated, the player... Well, we're probably not going to defeat it. The player who defeated this scheme returns an upgrader. Oh, jeez. This one can hang out over here, I guess. It does only have 2 threat on it. And it's going to accelerate. Well, yeah, I think we're just going to have to live with that one. So I have to return an upgrade or support I control. Use the other knife, right? We need to hope to thwart for as much as possible. I kind of need the extra resources from Clarity, though I don't really have the health to use it. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to be using Clarity right now anyway. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We have a Get Ready, which could be nice. Maybe we use Gamora should not be exhausted. We could use Gamora a couple times, draw a couple cards. Gamora and Rocket could kill Samurai. And then Rocket leaving play would make room for Mantis, which we definitely want Mantis. So maybe let's start there. And then, though I could use the Get Ready on Hope. Because we need to remove 8 more threat. We definitely need to kill Samurai. He has a host of annoying abilities. And Gamora puts 2 damage on him, and then Rocket finishes him off, does overkill, which is kind of nice. So let's do that. Let's start with Gamora, dealing 2 damage to Samurai. And we flip till we get an event, which is going to be a parry. Not helpful right now, but it is a resource. And she takes a damage, and then Rocket is going to hit him for 4. Killing him, dealing 1 to Stryfe. Rocket leaves play. We're definitely going to thwart for 2 with Hope, so let's just not even think about that. We have to get rid of this. We got a handful of cards, but everything costs +1. We could use that Clarity that we were going to use. And Parry and Payback could play Mantis, potentially. And then that plays Get Ready. On Gamora, she hits for 2. And then, though if we could end with, if we want Adam to remove threat, we would need a punch resource. And the only one I have is either Get Ready or Mantis. So otherwise he's dealing 3 damage. That should be fine too, because we do need to kill Stryfe. So if we could just get maybe the scheme close and Stryfe close, maybe next turn we can finish him off. If we're lucky, if we draw the right cards. So yeah, we definitely need Mantis. If I hold on to one of these lightnings, maybe I get healed. You know what, let's do that. Yeah, because I would like to not have to exhaust in case I draw a Knife Leap and could maybe just bring the game to a swift conclusion. So let's go for healing with Adam Warlock. So if we use these 3 to play Mantis, then we can guarantee that we, yep, let's do that. So these 3 plays Mantis. She heals us for 3. This is quite a puzzle. Up to 9. She is takes a damage. Adam is going to thwart. See if he thwarts for 1. Next turn she thwarts for 2. It's down to 3. Yeah. Oh, weren't we going to use... I guess we just decided not to use Gamora again. Okay, that's fine. We're going to have him thwart for 1, and then we discard a card at random. Just going to shuffle these up real well. I have no idea which one is which. And I don't care that much. Parry might be nice to hold on to, but... So we did discard Payback, has a lightning resource, which means we heal 3 damage, so we're up to 12. So now we can confidently take a hit, knowing that we have Manus there to heal us again, too, which is nice. Now, if we hold on to parry, well, I don't think it's worth it, because I just said we have plenty of health, so we could take a big hit, and we only have to deal 12 damage, which for Drax isn't that hard. If we get a Knife Leap and a Ready, I know it cost more, but we'll have a lot of cards. So we are not going to hold on to parry. And I have used everyone. Adam needs a damage. These are resources. Or did I? Oh, had I set these aside for something? Shoot. Why are these here? Were these supposed to be in my hand? Hold on, I gotta check. Okay, I went back and watched. I had set these aside to play Get Ready on Gamora. I thought I was planning on using her again. Okay, so we'll just say I did this before Adam Warlock, because I definitely wanted to end up with those 2 lightnings. So we'll say I used Get Ready on Gamora, because that was why those were there. And then we will use her. See if she thwarts for 1, that goes to 4. Hope thwarts it for 2 next turn. Down to 2. Manus could finish it, and we need to do 12 damage. Or she could attack for 2, and then we only have to deal 10. But we have more threat to remove. I don't know what I'm going to draw, so I don't know what's going to be easier for me next turn. Threat removal or damage. I think we better thwart. This has to go. So she's going to go away, but she's going to find us a card before she leaves. Discarding until we get an event. It's a Fight Me Coward, which costs 1 extra, so the question is, do I hold on to it? I'm at 12 health, and I have Manus, so this is a ready and, a decent size attack and a card draw. I am going to hold on to this. It's such a good card. So we're going to hold this. We're going to ready everything. I know I feel like this game has been really chaotic just because it's been really hard to figure out how to get around all the various things he's thrown at me. So hopefully I haven't made any major mistakes that are going to mess this up, because this is pretty intense and I really want this to work, this video. So we get inspired, I make the call, I get ready. We have +2 hand size. So many events. Okay. So we have 4 events. We didn't get a Knife Leap. We did get a Get Ready, though. So Hope could thwart for 4. And then we just need to deal 12 damage. But he is attacking for 5 plus a boost. I'm at 12, so we'll survive. We have Mantis. We have the plan, plus we have the double retaliate. Okay. This only goes up by 1. 2. There is an acceleration. And he is attacking. His boosts are amplified as well. So he's attacking for essentially 6. But I don't want to defend because we just want to attack a lot. So yeah, we're just going to take it. So for 6, 7, down to 5. Drax gets a vengeance counter. He takes 2 damage, down to 10. We don't have... I think I added the 1 to his attack instead of his boost, but that should work out the same either way. There's no other effects. We don't have any extra encounter cards. Please don't attack me again. Oh, please don't have Malice come out. She surges. Well, she doesn't do anything right now, but she does surge into... that's what I was afraid of. So he is attacking me again. I'm going to have to block with somebody. Dang it. Because he's attacking me 1, 2, 3, 4. He's attacking me for 5 plus an amplified boost. So even if I defend for 3, he can deal 8 damage. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a 4 boost in here. I don't know if we've seen it. Well, it doesn't matter. I know there's a 4 boost somewhere. So he could kill me even if I defend. So I have to defend with an ally. That's really unfortunate. But this way we'll stay ready. We can attack for 3. 3 more, that's 6, that's 4. That's not quite enough to kill him. And we have to be able to remove all the threat. This is going to be close. Adam can deal 3 extra damage for us. So I think he's the one I keep because Drax, we better math this out. I don't like doing this, but I feel like we have to. So we need to be able to deal 10 damage. Drax can attack for 3, brings him down to 7. We can ready, attack for 3 more, brings him down to 4. And then Adam Warlock attacks him, brings him to 3. And then if we could discard a mental, which we only have 1, so we have to somehow make sure that that plays out right. Oh my gosh, I think it does. Because we also need to be able to get ready Hope Summers. So these 3 pay for the extra ready. So that's 6 damage, 7 damage. This is the 4 thwart, and this is 4 attack from Adam. I think so. I think that's right. I hope that's right. So we're going to block with Manus. He's attacking for 1,000,000. As long as there's no boost effect, it won't matter. Discard 1 card from your hand.
Panic, panic, panic.
Then draw 1 card. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was so scared. I thought we were just losing a resource, and I think this works out perfectly. So we'll just discard Team Training and draw Intimidation. Okay, that's kind of a weird boost effect. I don't know what it's trying to accomplish. Oh, it's trying to match up more of common type, I guess, but it also is kind of giving the option to, I don't know, that seems beneficial most of the time. So Manus takes a whole bunch of damage and goes away. And that's it. Malice doesn't have a quick strike. She just came out this round. So I think we do what we said. Plus we're going to draw cards with Dweethee. I didn't even think about that. Though that might mess things up, so maybe I shouldn't. I don't think I need to. I think I'm better if I don't. Because let's just set these aside. Make sure we don't screw this up. So that's our Limitless Stamina. Wait, where to get ready? No. That's our Limitless Stamina. That's our Get Ready. And this is our Mental for Adam. Yep. So we're going to attack for 3. He goes down to 7. We're not going to draw a card. Dweethee is a response. It's optional. We're going to play Limitless Stamina, paying 1 extra to ready Drax. Attack for 3 more. Down to 4. Not going to draw the card. We are going to thwart with Hope for 2. We're going to get ready using Make the Call as the extra resource. Thwart with her for 2 again. So this is gone. This goes to the victory display. And we don't have to... Now Stryfe can be defeated. So now we will attack with Adam Warlock for 1. Down to 3. After Adam Warlock attacks or thwarts, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If it is a printed mental resource, deal 3 damage to an enemy, bringing Stryfe to 0. And I think, hopefully, maybe winning the campaign. I'm so scared to edit this and find some mistake because that's so tight. That's so close. Drax is at 5. We really can't take... I don't think we'd get through another round. So... yeah, we'll see in editing. Even if I made some kind of... As long as it's not a terrible, terrible mistake, probably going to live with it because that was such a fun game, puzzling everything out. And if there's a little bit things here and there, I might just let them go. We'll see. But as it stands now, I'm calling that a win. And man, that was awesome. What an awesome scenario. I know he's not as hard as a Magneto or a Loki or a Venom Goblin, and I'm personally just fine with that. He was a really, really fun fight on Standard. Definitely very challenging. And just puzzling out all of the different effects. These attachments, for Drax at least, were really, really a huge pain to deal with. And it was fun just figuring out how to everything we had to do, and mathing out all the extra costs maybe is a little annoying, but it's fine. Oh man, what a good, I'm glad to have a big scary villain that's not so scary that I'm not going to feel like playing him. Like, I want to play Stryfe again. That was really fun. I want to keep trying him out. He's really cool. And that's just on standard, you know. On expert, I'm sure he's much, much harder, because we'll start out with the, you know, the extra attack, and then he gets some kind of really super duper retaliate on the stage 3. So that's going to be terrible. So yeah, I imagine he's just that much harder on expert. That was great. That was, really big fan of Stryfe. Big fan of everybody. Big fan of the campaign. Well done. Good job. I'm giving an applause. That's my first ever completed official campaign of Marvel Champions. Only took me 4 years. And happy to have done it with Drax. Happy to have had you here with me for it. That was awesome. And I just want to play it again. I just want to pick a different hero and just go right back at it. Though I think I will probably play Cable or Domino next. I know some people did want to see one of the new heroes on this channel. But I don't know if I want to play this, because I do still kind of like the idea of doing something different than what's kind of already a lot out there. And I just played this. So I think I will probably take Cable or Domino through one of the older campaigns. But I thank you so very much for joining me. I hope this was fun for you. It was such a blast for me. You know, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all the YouTube stuff, please. And I look forward to seeing you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.